Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever time zone you're in and whichever part of the world you're at. My name is Mora and welcome to It's Mora's YouTube channel where we bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you are new here and just come across this channel for the very first time, I just want to say welcome and know that you are in the right place and this is the place to be. Please consider subscribing so that you can be a part of this wonderful family. And to the returning subscribers, you already know that I love you all and I do not take any of you for granted. And you are the reason that I am motivated. Your love and support keep me going. Please, let's continue liking, sharing the videos, and commenting. So guys, on this YouTube streets, just like in any other place, it is imperative to know that there are all kinds of people in here. You know, there are predators, there are manipulators, there are all kinds of weirdos, and you know, all of them in the name of subscribers. Some of them even disguise themselves as donors. So we all need to be careful on how we deal on the streets, lest we fall prey or fall victim to these kinds of people. But before we do that, guys, let's look at this lady. Yo, why is she naming Marwa's child? Who has told her that Marwa and Rocio are unable to name their own child? Even Team Marwa is capable of naming our child. We are all aunties, uncles, grandmothers, grandfathers, godmothers, godfathers. We can name our own child. Who told you that we need your help? Naming the child Rodriguez. If you love that name so much, why don't you just give birth to a baby boy and give him that name? Nobody wants you to name, nobody has asked you to name Marwa's child for them. Oh, Rodriguez Ondieki Marwa. I thought you all said that children are off limits. Why are you talking about Marwa's child? And nobody should come here to tell me that that's an unborn child, so it's okay. The child's life begins at conception. And we all saw the child's picture when Rocio showed us. So nobody should come here and tell me that. This lady is just being a hypocrite. Because she was on there talking about how Marwa, you know, cast their children and all this and all that, and so nobody should do that. Children are off limits. Nobody should be talking about other people's children. If I start talking about her child, the one that, you know, talks behind the cameras there, they will come out here, start giving us lectures on YouTube rules and regulations about, you know, policies on children and all that. Why is she naming Marwa's child? Let her not talk about Marwa's child as well. People should realize that there is freedom of speech, but freedom after speech, we are going to hold you responsible for it. You cannot come out here telling us, oh, people are, you know, people are not supposed to speak about people's children, oh, off limits, oh, this and that and the other, and then you're out here calling, you know, giving other people's children names, talking about them, you know, in a mocking way. We are not going to allow that. It is unacceptable to us. You should be, you know, you should take charge of your own utterances. Especially when it comes to Marwa's child. Talk about Marwa, the way you're talking about him, but leave his child out of this. So y'all, stop talking about other people's children on the internet. You all said children are off limits. So be it. So guys, most of you have heard the story of this beautiful African queen, Sharon Matinde, whose last post on YouTube was 7 months ago, and most people have been asking, where did Matinde go? What happened to her, including myself? And she, you know, we had speculations flying all over the place. People were saying, you know, rumors were flying around and all this, and now she has come out herself to clear the air and put things straight, and her story is heart-wrenching. It is really heartbreaking, but at the end of it all, she has triumphed. You know, she has come out triumphantly, and so she came out and opened up the can of maggots, giving the world her story, the inside story and details of what exactly happened to her since her last post on YouTube. We had all seen on YouTube, on her videos, how she was a caring mother, you know, doing everything for her family. She was going about, supporting her husband, just like a wife should. She ensured that her husband got, the motorbike from the donor. She also, they had started building a home, and we all saw that on her YouTube channel. Now she has come out to explain to us exactly what was transpiring behind the scenes. There was a donor who actually was behind all this, and this person was actually very, very supportive of them. He is the one who bought the husband that motorbike, and this was initiated by Matinde herself, because she saw it fit, for her husband to be self-employed, because her husband was employed, and she figured that he was making way less money and working a lot, more hours. And so she thought that if he would be self-employed, that would be better for her and better for their family, because he would obviously make some more money, and he will work at his own terms, giving him time with his family and doing other things. And so she made this possible, and the reason why I'm saying she is really a good, caring lady is because she should have chosen to, get this money and do a business, open up her business for herself. But she chose to help her husband, so that I think she's the kind of woman who wants her husband to feel, like he is the man, She didn't want to be like having this business and then she's earning way much more than the husband and maybe making him feel insecure and stuff like that. So she chose to think about her husband first. And so after that, this donor again, on asking her what, her challenges are, what she would like, she spoke about having a home. And this donor was kind enough to want to help her to, get her own place. Because where they were, the land was small. And of course, we know that in some families, when the land is too small, even that subdivision things becomes a challenge. So, she chose to buy land elsewhere and build. And so this donor made that happen, which is a very good gesture from the donor's side as well. But now the problem, started when the house got to the roof. And this is when this donor, changed. He probably started to feel like, he's giving way much more. And so Matinde needed to, reciprocate. He felt that Matinde needed to, what we say, kurudisha mkono. So Matinde was told that she was supposed to make him happy. When he's feeling sad and low, she's supposed to do something to, cheer up his spirits. And so Matinde asked, so what is it you would want me to do for you to cheer you up? And to her surprise, the answer she got was not what she expected at all. However, she decided to go along with it. And the answer was she was supposed to send nude photos of herself and, her dancing, while in the nude in her birthday suit. So this guy, to make this happen and to make Matinde feel comfortable, he sent his first. And so, Matinde was kind of, hesitant. And when she saw that this guy has already, sent her his own, she decided to, she softened, and of course, she went along with it. And she said to herself, it's really no big deal, because at the end of the day, the guy is miles and miles away. It's only a picture, these are only videos, and probably they are not that bad. So they started sending each other back and forth, this kind of pictures and videos. And after a little while, Matinde's husband intercepted this communication on Matinde's phone, and that is when all hell broke loose. First, she was given a thorough beating, and she was told not to upload anything on YouTube ever again. She was told not to associate with any YouTubers in the village, and she was told anything called YouTube should be out of bounds in their house. And so Matinde said to herself, she agreed that she had done wrong, and she said, okay, fine, she's not gonna, she's going to follow what the husband has said to the T. And so even after doing that, this husband still was insecure. He just started having trust issues, and he could not let it go. And this lady was just miserable all the time because she had a shop somewhere at the market, and the guy could even follow her there just to cause a scene with the villagers. And you can imagine in the village, all this drama, how your name gets, soiled and dragged in the mud, and everybody's just talking about you in the whole village. In fact, this man actually even took her to the area chief. It was that serious. And for me, the sad thing about this story is that this lady tried to fight for her marriage after this. She really tried. And everything she did, it just fell on deaf ears. And, this man could not trust her anymore. It was just a waste of time. And she eventually just gave in because this man could not just have it. And now the worst part is that the land that they were staying in, remember the one that the donor bought for them? This lady actually wrote it in her husband's name. She did not even put, both their names. She wrote only her husband's name, and even the motorbike. She put it in her husband's name. And so, she finally had to leave this marriage. And the worst part is that, she is the one with the children and with nothing. The man remains with the motorbike, remains with the land. And remember, her YouTube channel was also has been dormant, so she's not been posting. And so, out of this whole situation, she comes out with nothing at that point. But now this brave lady has come out to say her story, to say her truth. And at the end of it all, I was happy to hear that she has declared that she's coming back to YouTube, and she is going to continue building her YouTube career. And that is a very brave and great thing that that she's going to do. And I am really, really, truly happy for her. So this story has sparked debate on the streets of YouTube. And this debate is centered on whether this man is justified in his behavior. The behavior of treating this lady so badly, and yet he is actually one of the partakers. He's actually the main partaker of, the actions of this lady. And so people are saying that he should return everything to Matinde and, the motorbike, and he should also move out of that land and leave it to Matinde because, her actions are what led to the acquiring of these things. And so he would be the biggest hypocrite to be on there using the motorbike and also the land and, condemning Matinde on issues of integrity. If he had integrity himself, he would not be with those things as at now. This group is adamant, saying that this man should have forgiven his wife because after all, it's not like she slept with him or anything. It was just pictures and videos. So they are wondering why this man is so, so insecure and feeling so bad about this, and yet he benefited big time. So these people are saying that this man should think twice about his actions. This group are saying that the first mistake she made is hiding this whole issue from her husband. Had she told her husband what was happening from the onset, this could not have happened. So these people are blaming Matinde for the whole thing. Well, guys, I say, personally, all I see in Matinde is a caring, beautiful, selfless young woman who, was there to do everything for her family. If you heard her video, she said, I really wanted a home for my family, and she was just trying to do the best that she could for her family. And she felt like this guy, the donor had, pushed her to the edge, to the corner, and, he had her on the throat. And, she felt like there's nothing she could do at that point because, if she said no, her house would not have been finished. So, she probably looked at her husband, her children, and she said, you know what, I'll do this for you. And her selflessness is what brought her marriage down. And so for me, I feel like we should be compassionate to this lady and welcome her back to YouTube and, support her in every way we can, because this young lady is brave to even come out there and talk about this issue. It is not easy. Not everybody can do that. And you can imagine how it must have been for her in the village. A woman who has passed through this kind of things, accused of this kind, this kind of accusations. You can imagine what she has gone through. I'm sure she has been ridiculed, mocked, insulted, and turned to shreds, But she has come out strong, and she has said, you know what? At the end of it all, I am going to do it again. And so, to me, I say kudos to her, and I just wish her all the best. And to women, even if you're married to this man, yes, you love him so much, but I believe in this day and age, women should be wiser. Like, if you're buying property together with your husband, I think, and especially if you're the one who actually funding the project, I think it's just, fair that your name also appears in the titles. So what do you all think about that, guys? Do you think women should still, be in the era whereby when they buy property, they have to write it in their husband's names? And men, are men feeling insecure? Do men feel insecure when their wives include their names in the titles? We're not even saying that the lady should write the title in her own name. We are saying that, personally, okay, that's my personal opinion. I'm saying that I think the woman's name should also be there. It should be 50-50, because if Matinde had done that, then at least things would have been different at the moment. And also about the donor. I feel like the donor, I feel like he was, not coming, from a bad place. He was not doing this, from a point of selfishness or in a bad way. I feel like this man, thought that they could get away with this. He just wanted to have a little fun, and thought that, this will not bring any harm to this family. I think that it was not his intention to break up Matinde and her husband. And so it was just a case of, things gone bad. What do you all think? Do you think this guy is an actual predator, or he was just a nice guy who was carried away by his feelings probably and, got himself entangled in this whole web? Let me know what you think in the comment section below.
Okay, and then he say, promise me first you will not tell your husband or anyone else. I told him, yes, I promise you. How will I know? I don't know, but I just said I promise you. And he was like, I need you to send me a video of you, naked.
He asked you for nude photos.
Yeah, nude photos. And I was like, why? It was like, I just need to relax, for my mind to relax. And I was like, but I can dance with clothes and you can just relax. And he was like, so it took me 2 days. I was thinking, I say, if I tell my husband, what will happen? And I was like, actually, what pushed me, Jesus Christ, may God have mercy on me. I really needed a home so badly, because at home I've already promised people, we are going to move, we are going to move out. You have already told people, you have already started that journey. And I was like, I come to think, the devil is a liar. Now that's a small thing, and you will have your home and you will have everything, and it will just be a secret. And he was like, it should be a secret, so you think I will not expose it? And I was like, okay, I'm a YouTuber. What if you use that photos to and then you post them online? And he was like, no, if you want to know if I'm serious, he was the first who sent me his.
He sent you nude photos first, just to convince you that he's serious.
Yeah, he's serious.
So all in all, I feel like this story, Matinde's story, can serve as a lesson to all content creators, or just to everyone, in life, to be very wise when dealing with people, and especially when, it comes to your family. You should be very vigilant and really know how to deal with people out there. It's not all about YouTube, even out there in the world. And so subscribers are good, but there are those few you know, that come out here with, you know, there are always those bad seeds. You know, there are always those bad people, you know, like they say, like in every market there's a mad person. Yeah, so in every, you know, everywhere you'll find a group of people, there'll always be that one different kind of person. So guys, let me know what you all think about this whole situation in the comment section below. So I bring it to you, my dear people. What say you? What do you think about this? What are your thoughts, your sentiments? Please let me know in the comments section below. Let us have a conversation. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please take this moment to hit the subscribe button, and please remember to turn on the bell notification so that you are notified each time I upload a video. And show me some love by giving this video a big thumbs up. And let us meet in the next one. I love you all. Bye-bye.